Hey, good morning. Let's enjoy a coffee together. I'm here at my homeland where I grew up in South Wayne, and it's a beautiful sight, and I tend to forget how where you spend most of your narrative is already beautiful, and you got all the good and inspiration around you and all stories that are happening in front of you to be observed in such a glory and beauty. And you tend to forget that you had your perfect dreamland right where you were spawned at. And when you just fly and flock and get more experiences and exposures, you get to see a lot of different takes of what your home was. And like the story never changes, but there's different visuals and sights, and you get to find your preferences. And there's no other preference than home. So that's an interesting take I had this morning. But what is that goo when you're at home and you start admiring your home, you know? It feels like a safe, peaceful blanket. And it is comfortable. You don't want to move, you just want to admire and consume it, you know? Why wouldn't you want to consume the thing that you're in and be a part of it? You know, it seems like this is home. Like, this is peace. You can be who you are, you can relax, you can release, you can dissolve into it all, and it's not going to harm you to do that. And then what is this harm? Well, I think what home is just the lobby of your space shuttle. Because if you want to pick up and go, because there might be more homes out there, you know what I'm saying? So you encompass it, you bring it in, and we take that, and once we step out of that nest, we'll always have that yearning to go back, but that yearning is the reason that pushes us forward, because we want to prolong that peace. We want to prolong that narrative that is home to you, right? And that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's where you understand when you leave that peace, the next step is to protect. And what comes from protection is discomfort, but there's a bravery to it. There's a reason why you die for your home, you know? So righteousness starts there, right? The logic hemisphere. Let's go get some shit done. Keep going. There's more out there. Let's fuck it in the ass and reproduce it. You know? It's a fire. The right step in your life will come with fire. It's a creation. It's a burst. It's the inverse outward love of peace. You know, it's fire. It's probably why we humans are fucking crazy, you know? And they both fucking are amazing to be in. It's like we make drugs to replicate this, to heal us. This is the main purpose of life, is to encompass all these feelings and understand why they come to you and how to use it for the benefit for peace and love and gratitude and beauty. But you know what? I think the weird surrealness of home is that we can bury ourselves too deep into comfort and home, and it will depress that spirit that wants to go out and explore and die for peace. But then there's the question, is why do we have to die for our own peace? So I get it. And then that's in the gook. But you can't, it goes hands in hand. You can't stop a +1 mentality for exposure and experiences in the more just so they know what true peace feels like. I understand that. That's where addiction kind of comes in. God damn it. See, it's hard to stay in the perspectives as human feelings. Every time I dissect feelings, I'm putting on the chopping board, it gets less and less and less and less. Should be even using the vocabulary. Because it will get you into the snug of home and you don't want to leave it, which isn't good because we are in a fast motion consistency infinite loop of nows. So we have to stick with the now. We got to be with it, or else you're not getting the best bang for your buck. But it seems like we are okay to stay on a scene for a while. I get asked who am I a lot, and I will tell you I'm a I can never pronounce this word. I'm going to say it correct for you people. Existential crisis. I'm that walking every day, but I have a +1 mentality to stay in the now with gratitude, beauty, and grace for the most of my part. And how do you do that? How do you put mindfulness on autopilot? And I found you just follow your inspiration in a peaceful sense, like an octopus. So that's where my octopus comes in a lot. If you are on a epidemic perspective, you're probably thinking I'm crazy or schizophrenic or split from the mind, which I could hit all those definitions in any clinical things. But when I'm aware of the now, I'm stepping aside from that. When I step in the now, I know I'm in the right place. And I know that now is the medicine I need to prolong in my story. And I know the baseline of where it can go south. And when that goes south is usually when you're flipping the coin, start being bitter and resentful. And well, that's always going to be in the turning of the magnets of that. And the only antidote I got in those in-betweens is to have fucking humor, to bounce with it, because you could be on either side. And if you kind of just tightrope on it like a fucking giraffe neck, you're going to be okay. Because you can you're just waiting for the right moment. But then sometimes you just start swinging on the spiral and you lose complete fucking any idea of what the now is. And I get it. You get looped up. So, who am I? In the subjective world, I am a dude who makes art, who is through the VA system and blessed with the opportunity to discover and operate and observe and analyze my experience to give me the best comfort in my narrative. And this is a pretty good narrative. But the human experience likes to keep things just like how we are, split up. In that peace where I can grow. But if I want to play, I got to evolve. I'm going to fucking figure it out. I got to figure it out. God, I'm just an extraterrestrial crisis. I'll never say the word right. And that makes me have more of an extraterrestrial crisis. But good things, we have moments in the now, and we actually engage in moments and partake. And when you're partaking, you're not crazy, I think. I don't know. Well, anyways, I love you. Have a great Monday, the start of this week. And just know that you're not an extraterrestrial crisis, but you are exactly where you are supposed to be. I love you and have a great day.